Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Everybody knows my name, shit. I'ma have this whole fucking game list, spitting with the same wit, and I'm gonna be famous. Ain't nobody able to delay this. Coming up, I had a vision to make it. Never wanted to be nothing, always wanted to play shit. Sit in class, always wondering why I love this lame shit.
Pattern really has to adjust and move faster. We're talking about the girls of Rebisco.
Has that been the main weakness of the Philippine teams, not just of Rebisco, Noreen?
Yeah, well, that's one of it. And actually, we always say the first ball is they need to adjust on the first ball. But one thing also is we have to respect the blockers of our opponents. So block coverage has to be there.
Abby Maraño, on the other hand, couple of points already here in set number one. Very good placement again for her that time.
Yeah, bright spot for Team Rebisco.
4 serving 8. Back row attack.
Oh,
Good save
yeah.
this time. But great reception leading to a great setup job there for the quick kill.
Well, again, their reception is working for them. That's why they're able to go to the back, you know, go to the running, and they're very fast.
Yeah, just so much variety when it comes to the offense of the Cat Devils. Here's the set. Back row attack for Manabat is good.
Yeah, Manabat really one of the better players in this tournament. And yeah, we have to mention she did play in Japan, so she has all these international experience as well, and she brings it to her team. So expect her to be one of the first options, really, of this Rebisco offense.
25% from the field in the last game. Another beautiful setup there. As Karina Kraus plays middle blocker, part of the national team of Thailand, gets a point.
Yeah, that running hit very fast. No, that's their strength. You can see there. When you say a quick kill, it doesn't have to be the quick play, but the quick kill is really to that. You can see obvious that they're using their speed to their advantage.
There's a drop by Manabat on a second attempt by Team Rebisco.
Yeah, playing it smart, you know, reading the defense. And Manabat has actually, I feel, made a name for herself as well. So there is that respect for her offensive power. That's why you see when she's actually doing what Thailand has been doing, you know, reading the defense, seeing that they're moving back, expecting a hard attack, and then she drops it.
Service outside. Couple of unforced errors on the side of Rebisco here in set number one.
Yeah, I think that's just nerves for Belen, because in yesterday's match she was able to score like an ace or so. So expect her to, you know, warm up here in this match.
8 points for Belen in yesterday's game. Here's the back set for Manabat. She has been the lone source of offense for the Philippines past few plays.
Yeah, but we gotta give it to Cal. That set really just one blocker there to challenge Manabat. You know, we have seen also the improvement of Camille Cal, our setter, our very young setter. You can see the confidence slowly building in her game.
Just 20 years old, but a very tall setter at 5'10", out of National University. Part of the 4-peat team of the juniors division of the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's why the program of Coach Jorge really wants to focus on young players, you know, in Laksina, Belen, and so on, because we mentioned they have so much volleyball years ahead. So imagine if you start right now and build that as a foundation of our national team. In a few years, we will be stronger and better.
There is a net violation going to be called on Laure, it seems.
Yeah, what a pity, no? Because Nierva was actually there. Reacted very well.
13 serving 7. Set number 1. Service ace for Moxley.
Well, she will get her numbers. As you said, you mentioned earlier, she scored, or she's coming off a 31-point output.
Confidence obviously very high for Chachuan Moxley. Laure unable to get a good receive there.
Better pass.
What a set. Manabat down the line, just wide.
Gotta hurt. That's a great set. And she had all day to actually find that spot, but just overcooked it.
Just one blocker, just went wide that time.
Ooh, that was close. From our vantage point, it's very close to the line.
Another poor first ball, and Laure unable to make. Although we are today kicking off the quarterfinals.
Yeah, well, we did not, both teams did not actually win, so this crossover is between, you know, the bottom echelon of both brackets against the top, because the top seed of Pool B, which is with Rebisco, had a nice bye, a lucky bye.
Alte, you know, Alte will move forward because of the lack of opponents.
Yeah.
There are only 7 teams here.
That's true. So this is the crossover right now. So, of course, you're always hoping that they will win to get into the semifinals. But, yeah, this is right now when we say the last game of both teams. Unless, you know, they play well and bring out the surprise.
Philippines gets a point there, 17-7. In set number 1.
Yeah, and you were saying this Ratchasima team seems fresh, but because they're also starting number 3, Siriman Manakit, who actually barely played yesterday, so fresh legs for them, and Nutsara also getting the rest today. So
although she suited up, but we haven't seen her in action just yet. Belen chasing the ball down. And a free ball here for Nakhon Ratchasima. And Kutika Kaupin able to get the kill.
Again, you know, acknowledging the fact that the drop balls are the weakness of the Team Philippines. So again, when we talk about strategy for Team Philippines, you have to be on your toes, always ready for those drop balls. You can see they're really far from the blockers. Nierva's far from the blocker, so she has to move faster if she wants to get a hand on that.
And you have to give credit as well to these attackers of Nakhon Ratchasima. I mean, they really read the offense very well, despite the fact that the Philippines has good height on the floor, which would, you'd assume, better coverage, but not so the case with the kind of offense that Nakhon Ratchasima is putting together.
That's what actually Thailand as a whole, you know, that's what they mastered through the years of international competition. They know they're not the tallest of teams, so they, you know, their strategy to be able to play against taller teams is to read the defense, which is what they've been practicing through the years.
Another drop attempt is good.
Somebody's got to mark those spots and, you know, pinpoint. Oh, this is your ball. This is Nierva's ball.
That is the 22-year-old Chatsuda Nilapa of Nakhon Ratchasima.
But what a placement shot, Eric. It's just right at the heart, at the center of these 3 or 4 players.
Laure connects.
Finally. Yeah, combination play there, which is what we should go to. We can see just one blocker. We can use that. Score, string up a couple of points here.
Well, it's been tough for us to put these combos together because the first ball hasn't been really great for Rebisco. 11-point advantage for Nakhon Ratchasima here in set number 1. Another drop attempt and another kill for Nakhon Ratchasima.
KKD, Kim D, and Demakalangan actually in this match. And yeah, I mean, if you're Ratchasima, why fix it when it broke? Why change things when it's effective? So the drop ball's working wonders for them right now.
That was Chatsuda once again with a point. That is over the mark for Abi Maraño, as Nakhon Ratchasima now just 4 points away from closing out set number 1.
Yeah, that was actually, her approach was first, so she found herself underneath the ball.
Mapulangan sets it up. There's Belen with the point.
Finally getting to the scoring column here. Micaela Belen, very promising kid as well. It's a very good tournament for her.
Just 19 years old, out of National University. Best outside hitter as a lady bullpup and a two-time MVP.
Bright future.
Very.
That's all we can say.
Oh, wow, that's gotta hurt though for the Philippines. This is the third one, just in set number 1.
Substitutions here. Oh, they're finally resting Moxley Chatsuon.
Yep. Well, Nukyong Pawanas did not play, one of the players who did not see action in the last game. And like what we talked about, Noreen, I mean, Coach In Liang just trying to rest the players he needs to perform in semifinals.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what you like. You know, if you have your second stringers, you want to make your second stringers play. The first 6 has to build that lead. So it's 23-10. It's time to make your other girls get exposure.
And they get an ace too of this Chatsuda serve.
With the help of the net. So they're good and lucky as well.
Coach Jorge Edson really has to work his magic coming into set number 2 and get these girls motivated. Kim D, who did not score in last game for Rebisco, but she did play in the first and fourth set.
Yeah, a bit of cameo substitutions there for Kim D.
Here's a break for Rebisco. Chatsuda sends it into the net.
But I like the huddles of Team Rebisco because every time after Coach Jorge talks and then they go, even if they're down by now 12 points, you see the smiles in the faces of the girls. So motivation, I think, is still there. And normally when you're down this much, you'll see the sour faces,
the body language.
Yeah, sad faces. But no, which is a good thing for Team Rebisco.
Camille Cal coming in to serve for the Philippines, or for Rebisco. Good serve.
Yeah. Good dig.
Cal setting it up. Free ball here for Thailand.
Wow.
And Tichaya Bunlert, who did not play in their last game.
Setting right now, obviously, for Team Ratchasima. And doing a great job. You know, giving Nutsara a chance to rest her legs after the game yesterday, 5-setter.
Yep. Karina Kraus, one of the oldest players for Nakhon Ratchasima, 32.
We said when we first covered the Thai teams, it's like they look like they haven't aged a bit.
There's an overreach against Rebisco.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing.
And really, the passing should work better for Team Rebisco.
That's true. It's been few and far between for these middle attackers of Rebisco because of the lack of good first balls. Nisperos trying to go down the line. There's coverage. Good block by Rebisco. Another attempt against double blockers, and Manabat unable to control the ball.
You can see the attacks of Team Ratchasima, relentless also.
Yeah.
You know that they want to end this as fast as possible.
Chatsuda once again. Very aggressive.
She looks like she's around 90, 18, 19, no?
She's 22.
She's 22, but very young as well.
There's a push by Chachuan Moxley. Gets rejected. Chatsuda, the drop. Yes.
That reaction.
Back-to-back points for Chatsuda Nilapa, who did not score in their last game. That 5-set win.
And hardly played, actually.
Yep.
I'm sure she's excited to be here to start in this game, at least in this set.
Maraño with the attack. Here's a free ball, a rare free ball for Rebisco. Back row attack there from Manabat. Gift, Maraño unable to put it away. Chatsuda once again, she's blocked. Back set, another block as Kaupin is rejected. And Rebisco gets on the board, down by 6 though, 4-10.
That was a good rally. We get the point, so for me, the service, let's work on the service and let's try to make one stop and try to string a couple of points.
Faith Nisperos, Lady Eagle. Age 21. She stands 5'11".
Good serve.
Kraus, yes.
We just can't seem to read the running attack, no? Because there are different variations. There are long ones, there are short ones, and obviously Team Ratchasima is so quick to do that. So our blockers have got to at least try to anticipate it and get a hand. You know, a hand, maybe not a complete stuff block, but at least get a hand on that.
Moxley is blocked. Moxley again. Yes.
Oh, good save. Good effort though.
Well, yeah, you love, you know, the coverage. Much better now than in the first set, of course.
Yeah, that's true. And much faster offense actually in hits for Team Ratchasima. Very few drop balls as compared to the first set.
That's true. Although Philippines, or Team Rebisco down by 8 here in set number 2. 12 serving 4. Chatsuda has been the one that's been really hurting us, and she's getting ready to serve.
Trying to get her game going because she's not a usual starter for Team Ratchasima.
Good serve. Another poor first ball for Rebisco. That'll be for Moxley. The back set here for Belen. Karina Kraus once again. Back-to-back points for Karina Kraus.
And she's making it look so easy.
Yeah, actually.
Barely breaking into sweat here.
And she isn't even that tall. She's about 5'8". Nine-point lead for Nakhon Ratchasima.
Yeah, well, obviously, Coach Jorge hoping that the Makulangan can do magic here.
Here's the Bakulangan, sets up Belen. She's blocked. Lead is 10 right now for Nakhon Ratchasima.
Well, basic volleyball for you. Talk about Team Ratchasima. Blocking well. Well, Cross is actually playing really well.
Her and Chatsuda, they've been the ones putting up most of the points here in set number 2.
Yeah.
There's Chatsuda. Big break for the Philippines right there. Get an easy point. Maybe get the offense going as well.
Yeah. Well, we're down by 9, but you know, the coaches will always tell the girls, stop looking at the score. Just, you know, 1 point at a time, play by play.
Good serve by Maraño.
Yeah, better serve.
Back row attack. That's just a push from Chatsuda. Here's another back row attack. This time Taupin. Belen. Good coverage by both teams.
Yep.
Moxley. Wow, that's surprising. Moxley with an off speed and Philippines unprepared for it.
Well, again, the respect Team Philippines has for Moxley Chachuan, really. That off-speed caught, Rhea de Maculangan was caught off guard, obviously.
Back to a 10-point lead. Maybe it's just when you always expect like a powerful attack and then the off speed all of a sudden comes. Yeah, I mean, obviously your reflexes maybe not quick enough. You change position, change hands and all of that.
And again, nerves setting in. I mean, you're playing against a champion Thai club team.
Yep. Although this is just the second appearance by Nakhon Ratchasima in the Asian Club Championships. They were placed 5th in the first time, their first competition here in 2014.
Well, what a journey for them.
There's a point for Manabat. They've got Laksina with the point for Rebisco.
It could be a bright spot, you know. I mean, she is also very young. And if given this opportunity,
wow. Chacho and Moxley back-to-back points for her.
just open.
6'1" out of National University.
That's an obvious 6'1".
Yeah. Satsuda once again.
Again, enjoying her time, her court time. And you can see different faces right now for Team Ratchasima.
Been very aggressive. Satsuda Nilapa here in set number 2. Getting ready to serve. Hatairat Jarat
Good serve.
scored 10 points for Nakhon Ratchasima in their last game. Good block by Rebisco.
And that's what you want to see, you know. You're down by a lot of points, but you have to still have that fight in you. That was Nisperos reading that.
Former Tigress out of UST, Rhea de Maculangan, serving 9-20. Satsuda is blocked, and that's a point for Rebisco.
Back-to-back blocks for Team Rebisco. You know, for Team Rebisco, they have to acknowledge the fact that this is not really the starting 6 of Team Ratchasima. So you take away that intimidation factor, and you know, you maybe can make a match out of this, or the second set at least.
Satsuda scores.
Playing well, really, for Team Ratchasima.
Kianadi getting some pointers from Coach Jorge. So far, backup setter Serima Manakit has been doing a spectacular job getting everybody involved offensively for Nakhon Ratchasima.
And they look like they're really enjoying themselves right now.
Great down the line attack there for Kim D.
So that pep talk did wonders for her. Bit of an off-speed attack there. Well, Kim D actually and Majoy Baron was really Team Chocomucho.
Chocomucho, that's right.
Yeah.
So for people who are getting their information from Wikipedia, there's been a switch around as they get a block off Chatsuda. So from being down 11, Rebisco is within 9.
Yeah, aggressive defense at the net.
That's what Paraño did best when she was with the Lady Spikers of the LSU. She continues A great form defensively.
Yeah, I think a challenge. We have a challenge.
There, a touch.
It didn't look like it in the first slow-mo. Yeah,
That was the ball.
that was clean. Clean stop for Abby Marano.
So Tsuda looking to pump up her team after Rebisco 2 straight points.
Oh, we need a good serve here.
What a beautiful 1-2 play. This time executed by Tichaya Bundert.
That's her second point. She had one in the first set.
That's right. Another excellent setter. There are 3 setters in this lineup for Coach Tanakit Inliang. Obviously, the first setter will not see action today. We're talking about Nutsara Tomkom.
Abby Marano getting active right now in this part of the second set. Loving that reaction.
And it's that kind of, the attitude of, where don't lose that easily by Abby Marano that really gets fans inspired, maybe your teammates inspired as well.
Yeah.
Here in set number 2. Save is not good enough for Nakhon Ratchasima.
Good effort though. Yeah, that was Belen getting that point. What an effort.
The second set, down to the final few points here. 22-14 in favor of Nakhon Ratchasima. Good coverage by Rebisco. Belen going above the blockers. Another cross-court attempt. That's wide. Point again for Rebisco.
Slow points. We were getting.
The attack is good though. Perfect timeout for Coach In Liang.
And then pep talk also for Team Thailand.
That is Nukyong Pawana with the point. Pawana did not play in that 5-set win against Zetisu.
Yeah, these are fresh legs for Team Ratchasima.
In the meantime though, another point from Kim Kiana D.
Much needed point there, but again, a combination play working for us. We do it rarely in this match, but when we get to do it, our numbers, our percentages are actually pretty good.
Very high, that's true. Anabat checks back in. Kim Kiana D goes back to the bench. Here's Camille Cal serving for Team Rebisco.
Good serve.
Belen off the block, and it's good.
Making a match out of the second set.
Yep.
We were down by what, 11?
11.
Yeah.
Deficit was much larger here in set number 2 as compared to the first set. And much better effort to come back in set number 2.
Another good serve.
Back row off-speed attack. Kyle will set it up. Manabat. Good block by the Manabat-Laksina tandem in front. Another back row hit from Nakhon Ratchasima.
Good dig.
Here's Belen with a push. Pawana with a tip. And again, that hole in the middle of the Philippine defense has been our weakness.
And that's their go-to. Talking about Team Ratchasima. Long rally, just finding that hole. And again, it's so smartly placed.
Yeah.
But I feel so far, Camille Cal has got to work on that. You know, trying to cover those drop balls. So far in today's game, that has been what we've noticed.
The Nakon Ratchasima is at set point here, 24-17. Good serve.
Yeah.
Bundert underhand set. And that's not going to go through the net, it seems. So a set point saved by Team Rebisco.
But the blockers were there. We have to give it to them. They were there. They were ready before that hitting error. And that's what you want to see in terms of the movement.
Yeah. I mean,
of
just
team.
their presence obviously is intimidation.
Yeah.
18 serving 24. Pretty high serve for Belen. Quick in the middle. Good coverage by Rebisco. Oh, miscommunication there. Ends up in a free ball for Nakon Ratchasima. Good block defensively by Rebisco, and they get the point. We're still alive.
We're still alive.
There's Micaela Belen. Oh, we just needed one more stop, but unable to get it. As Nakon Ratchasima with a great play coming off the timeout for that big finish, and they go up.
Getting stronger, step by step, the clock is ticking.
Quickness, her agility, just is a really complete player.
There's a tip. That's going to be a point for Nakon Ratchasima. There's a check ball for sure. Yep, 21-14.
Substitution, bring back Manabad and Cal.
Four points away from closing out the match. Nakon Ratchasima with Kutika Kaupin on serve. Another poor first ball.
Yeah, but that was a good serve.
Yeah. Right now, Nakon Ratchasima on a roll. It looks like they will coast to a win here.
But that's what you don't want to see. I mean, yeah, they got the lead now, very comfortable lead, but you don't want to just give it away in some sloppy plays. You know, want to end it with on a high note.
Karina Kraus with the error though, so a mini break for Team Rebisco.
I think that's her first error, if we're not mistaken.
Let's see if Rebisco can capitalize on that. Like how you were saying it earlier, Noreen, you get a free point and then you score up a bunch more.
Yeah.
Like you jump off from that like a launch pad. Let's see if Team Rebisco can score here, make it a quick 2-point run. There's a block. Unfortunately, ball did not stay up for Team Rebisco. Chatsuda with a point.
Very active in today's game.
Yeah. I mean, her and Moxley, Kraus, Kutika Kaupin, those are the names. As you see Galanza seeing action for the first time for Team Rebisco. Those are the names that really hurt Team Rebisco in this match.
Yeah. I mean, it is a strong team, obviously with a deep bench, so you know the coach has the luxury of fielding in a lot of players.
So deep, we didn't even see the starting setter at all in this match. Moxley with the one-handed touch there. Hernandez, yep, will score.
No, that's how you want to see them, you know, end this match. Still put up a fight.
Good effort by Hernandez. Cal getting to her as well. Camille Cal with an excellent set for her. Kutika Kaupin, like we mentioned, really did plenty of damage for Nakon Ratchasima.
in her element.
Yeah. Hernandez with the serve.
Oh.
Oh. That sends Nakhon Ratchasima to match point, 24-16.
Substitution.
Third string setter, Woundert Shaya is in the game again. Officially now. She went in like a libero and just positioned herself by the net.
I like it when the other player was pointing. It's not me. It's her.
Our best player of the game, Karina Kraus, one of the oldest players for Nakhon Ratchasima. We mentioned at 32.
Yeah, did a lot of
But
damage.
still, yeah, played like she was 22.
Like that. Good effort there. A lot of actually good performances also for Team Ratchasima.
Yeah. I mean, their setters, Bundert and Manakit, excellent distribution of the ball.
Not to mention Chachuan.
Of course. Speaking of Chachuan, Moxley, nope, not just yet. Goes outside, so a couple of match points saved by Team Rebisco.
I like the smile. Her smile after that, she knew it.
She wanted to get away from the Manabat-Laksina tandem at the net,
Yeah.
but she just went a little wide. Cal with the serve. Let's see if they go back to... No, they can't go to Moxley. They go to the middle, Kaupin. Manabat going up. Oh, that's into the net. So that is it. And very anticlimactic end. As Nakhon Ratchasima gets the last point off an error by Team Rebisco.